Hi guys! This is my first video in a couple of days. I've been super busy and I've uploaded videos like on my iPhone and stuff. So I got an iPhone. See, it's an iPhone. It's an iPhone 5. With an Alice in Wonderland case. Just beautiful. Um, but I thought I would make a video talking about Go Go Nihon. Because a lot of people have been asking me about them and like why they're good, why they're not good, and things like that. And so I'm just gonna talk about them now. I have class in a couple of hours, so I can't make like an obscenely long video. But okay, so first of all, I'm gonna talk about. Hang on, let me just open this up. Bring in some light. Um, yeah, I've got some stuff there. So first of all, let me talk about the pros of going. First of all, they help people from like all over the world, so that's great. Um, if you live in the States, they'll help you out. If you live in England or Spain or Italy, I think you can live pretty much almost anywhere and they'll do their best to help you out. Like, they're not exclusively for just like one country or two countries. So that's really good. And they're free, which is really, really good. And they are, like, they're very helpful. Like, they answer your questions and stuff like that. So that's great as well. Um, like their website is really easy to understand. They have like a lot of schools that you can choose from the website, so it's all like pretty good like that. There's a lot of positive things. I would say there are also a lot of negative things going on, and I think the worst one is pretty much that they give you like this shitty information that makes no sense, that has nothing to do with anything, that there's no truth to at all. Um, Like they basically lie a lot. Like they say all over their website that you don't have to pay anything until you get like student funding. If you live in Sweden, that is. I don't know what the system is anywhere else. That's not true. You have to pay like, I don't know how much that would be. Let me check how much it would be in like normal American money. Um, because basically I was told and assured that I wouldn't have to pay anything um, until I got my student funding and student loans, which was good for me because I couldn't afford it otherwise. And that turned out not to be true. So uh, I ended up having to borrow $2,200. 14,000 Swedish crowns from my mom. Like that's genuinely how much I had to borrow from her because otherwise I would have been screwed. Because they said like, oh, you have to pay one thing. You have to pay like the application fee to the school before you get your funding, and then everything else, like the visa certificate and like your flight, everything you can book all of that later. And then like when you get your student funding, and then as soon as like time starts to go by, they're like, oh, actually you have to pay these things now. And they have kind of this attitude, like they say, the email is actually quite funny because they write at the top of it, they write like, well, um, you could pay for this fee. Like I think it's a visa certificate fee. Yeah, you could pay for the visa certificate fee um before you get like after you get your student funding, but then you'll probably not get it in time and it will be very stressful and blah 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 blah. So and then they say below that they say you have two alternatives. A is that you pay for everything now, like including like the entire school fee, which is or B, you pay just for the visa certificate now by borrowing money or taking from your savings. And then that's it. So this, Jesus Christ. Oh, it was my shirt that fell down on the floor. So they say you can pay later, but you can't actually because they don't give you that option later. So, um, that's something that peeves me. And then they have no idea about living situation here. They think they do. Like I chose borderless because I was promised that they would have a cleaning service once a month or once a week, depending on the house. And I was promised that they would be like really high standard and all that bullshit. And there is no cleaning service here. Um, this house is so disgusting, especially the kitchen. It's like absolutely atrocious. I'm gonna show you a picture. I don't even use it because it's just like, no, I'm never gonna use that kitchen. And the thing is, people here wouldn't be able to clean as properly as it should be anyway. So, this is the wrong one. It's basically just like, here we go. Let's see if you see it. This is what the kitchen looks like. That's like the stove burners, and then I've got, I think I have a picture somewhere. Microwave. No, maybe I deleted that picture. Yeah, I probably did. But the microwave is pretty much just as disgusting. It's like there's food everywhere, and it's like stuff that's been there for, I don't know, 2.5 years, I think, or something, So it's really disgusting, and it's like to a point where I just won't. I'm not gonna use that kitchen. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna use that kitchen because, I'm just not. This is like, tastes like Gatorade, sort of. But so yeah, to me, I wouldn't recommend Go Go Nihon genuinely, to be honest, to anyone, because I think I was before, but now I think find someone who actually charges you for their services, because they kind of have to do a better job. And it's also like you can't get hold of them all the time, so sometimes you're sitting there like panicking because you need to find a certain piece of information and they're impossible to get hold of, and yeah, it's just like find someone else to go with genuinely. My American friend Alan was talking about how he couldn't. I'm sorry, she just used Japanese totally wrong. So sorry, hang on. She wrote Wakaramatsu. Yeah, so her plans was today. She said Wakaramatsu, which means I don't understand. So I was like, what don't you understand? So yeah, no, just genuinely choose another company to go with, choose another agency, choose people who will charge you money, and because of that, or like forced to do a better job. Like, yeah, the American guy, he was like, he was panicking because he didn't know how he was supposed to get from like the airport to where he was gonna live, like if he was supposed to go fill out the contract the same day or another day, or what was going on. And he tried forever to get hold of this like American guy, and it was almost impossible. So I think things like that, it's like that's kind of things I've heard, like hidden fees, um, wrong information, lies, and it's like when you have a complaint, they're almost impossible to get hold of. So yeah, I don't know. If you want to go with them, then you should go with them. Like, I mean, you'll get here. That's the thing. You'll definitely get to Japan. Like, that's not a problem. But it's just not. It's not really. I wouldn't recommend it if it's your first time here and you have no idea about anything. Maybe you haven't lived abroad before. Maybe you haven't lived away from home before. So the thing is, I've lived abroad before. I lived in London in a hostel for 5 months, which was, I mean, it was like the most disgusting place you'll ever see, seriously. And it's like I've lived away from home and I kind of been homeless, so it's fine, I can handle it. I'm pissed that they keep, like, you keep finding out that, oh, they lied about this and they were wrong about that, and um, But anyway, I just wanted to say that. Like, so if you want to go with them, then you should go with them. Like, seriously, but I wouldn't recommend it if it's your first time doing something like this. I don't know. I guess maybe my standards are just a little bit higher than reality can be. I don't know. So that's it. I've got school in a while, and I've got to like get dressed and stuff. So far, I still love Japan. It's a lot of fun. It's exciting. I'm going to Shibuya again. That's where my school is, and yeah, it's just kind of cool. I don't regret coming here. You know, I don't regret going in either. As such, I do regret choosing this house, but that's by it. And give me a minute. No, she wasn't coming here. Sorry, I was wondering if maybe one of my housemates was gonna come knock on my door. I don't know what else to say. If there's anything you wonder about, when it comes to Japan or the process of getting here, please just ask, because I don't know what else to talk about. I'm gonna be filming of it today, I think. Oh, and by the way, the cutest things ever, that if you ever go to Japan, you have to do these things. They're like the funniest thing ever. No joke. Absolutely love them. I've done them with that Amanda. She's Swedish too. And she's in my class. And then this East American guy. Super cool. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. This is a really weird video. I'll see you guys later.